Good morning, dear students. So in today's lecture, we are going to practice the questions from exercise 3.4. So we already clear what are the main points from the exercise 3.4. The 3.4 exercise is related to integrations by partial fraction. Get that? So let's begin with one by one example. So first example is I is equal to integration x square upon x square plus 1 x square minus 2 x square plus 3 dx. Okay, so if we check degree of numerator is a 2, that is x square only term exists in the numerator. In denominator x square multiply x square become x raised to 6. So here numerator degree is less than denominator degree. So it means this is a proper it is a proper rational function. And for proper rational functions we are going to use partial fraction integration formulas. Get it? But x square is given. So what we'll do? We'll assume x square is equal to t for some simplification part. Now we are going to put rewriting with the x square before finding integration. Get that? Not after integration. Before finding only integrations we write as a t as a x square. Just for simplifications we are using t. So what will happen? X square upon x square plus 1 x square minus 2 x square plus 3 can be written as t upon t plus 1 t minus 2 t plus 3, and t plus 1 t minus 2 t plus 3, these are the factors. Okay, so consider t upon t plus 1 t minus 2 t plus 3 is equal to a upon first factor, that is t plus 1, plus b upon second factor t minus 2, plus c upon third factor t plus 3. Equation number 1. Get that? Now we are going to find value of ABC. For this we have to multiply both sides with t plus 1 into t minus 2 into t plus 3. So left hand side will get t, and for a t plus 1 cancel with t plus 1. So a will multiply it t minus 2 t plus 3. Similar way b will multiply it t plus 1 t plus 3, plus c will multiply it t plus 1 t minus 2. Okay, so now we are going to find value of a, b and c. For this start with checking where it become 0. So for t is equal to 2, the a part and c part will become 0, and easily we will get value of b. Get that? So now we are going to find value of t by using value of b by using t is equal to 2. So left hand side t is equal to 2, a part finish, so b into 2 plus 1 3, 2 plus 3 5, c parts vanish because of t minus 2. Okay, so now therefore 2 is equal to 15b, therefore b is equal to 15 by 2. Okay, so now value of b we got. Same way for t is equal to minus 3. For t is equal to minus 3, a and b part vanish. Automatically we will get value of c. Get it? So now substitute. So left hand side t is equal to minus 3, c into minus 3 plus 1 minus 2, and minus 3 minus 2 minus 5. Get it? So therefore minus 3 is equal to 10c. Therefore c is equal to minus 3 upon 10. Similar way t is equal to, for finding value of a, substitute t is equal to minus 1, that is b and c part will get vanish. So substituting t is equal to minus 1 will get minus 1 is equal to a into minus 1 minus 2 minus 3, and minus 1 plus 3 plus 2. Now simplify, is equal to minus 6a. Therefore, a is equal to minus 1 upon minus 6, that is 1 by 6. So we get values of B 15 by 2, C minus 3 by 10, A 1 by 6. So now this equation 1 become T upon T plus 1 into T minus 2 T plus 3 is equal to A is a 1 by 6 upon T plus 1, value of B is a 15 by 2 upon T minus 2, and value of C is minus 3 by 10 upon T plus 3. This is our equation. But originally value of T is x square, so we will get x square upon x square plus 1, x square minus 2, x square plus 3 is equal to 1 by 6 upon x square plus 1, 15 by 2 upon x square minus 2, and minus 3 by 10 upon x square plus 3. Understand? So we rewrite value of T as a x square. So now in integration, the numerator and denominator replace with this equation number 2. Get it? So now write down new integration. So I is equal to integration of 1 by 6 upon x square plus 1, 15 by 2 upon x square minus 2, and minus 3 by 10 upon x square plus 3 dx. Now separate the integration, take constant term outside. So 1 by 6, 1 upon x square 1 plus 1 can be written as square as a 1 square dx, plus 15 by 2 integration 1 upon x square minus root 2 bracket square dx, minus 3 by 10 integration 1 upon x square plus root 3 square dx. And now we are going to use formula 1 upon x square plus a square, 1 upon x square minus a square, and 1 upon x square plus a square. Okay, and we are writing answer in proper format. So 1 by 6. So what is the formula for 1 upon x square plus a square? One upon x square plus a square formula is 1 by a tan inverse of x by a. So 1 by a, that is 1 by 1 into tan inverse x by 1. Get it? Plus 15 by 2. Now 1 upon x square minus a square. So x square minus a square is 1 upon 2a, that is 1 upon 2 root 2 into log of mod of x minus a upon x plus a. Get it? Minus 3 by 10 into, now it is again 1 upon x square plus a square, so that is 1 by a into tan inverse x by a, that is x by root 3. Is it clear? Okay, so please check the solutions properly. And don't forget to write plus C. Okay, so from first step to last step, revise the steps and check that how the values of A, B, C we got. And still, if you have any doubt, any problem, please tell me. Okay, so here plus C. Any doubt? Simplify wherever you can able to simplify and write down that final step. Okay, so now this is the way you are going to find solution of question by using integration of partial fraction. Is it clear? Next question. See, the next question is integration 12x plus 3 upon 6x square plus 13x minus 63. Now this is a question. In that question, check that denominator. So for denominator, if we can able to find factors, then only we can use the partial fraction method. Otherwise, we have to use the method px plus q upon ax square plus bx plus c. So that method also we already learned. So if that question you solve with this method, you will get same answer. Otherwise, if you are able to get the factors of that quadratic equations, then you can able to use partial fraction method. But sometimes factors are not possible, so that times we have to use px plus q upon ax square plus bx plus c method. So in exam, how to predict that question is belong to partial fraction or for this type depends on simplification of this quadratic equation. Is able to find the factors of this quadratic equation, then only we can use the partial fraction method, else we will use this method. This method is applicable for both the type of questions, but partial fraction is applicable for only when you are able to get factors of quadratic equation. Okay, so now here 12x plus 3 upon, now 6 into minus 63. So 6 into minus 63 is a 378, and now 378 is the factors we have to check. Minus 378, we have to check that factors addition is a plus 13. Okay, and product will be a minus 378. For these factors are the 14 and 27. So 6x square plus x square plus 27 minus 14x, 27x minus 14x minus 63 dx. So integration 12x plus 3 upon 3x common out, 2x plus 9 minus 7 common out, 2x plus 9 dx. So therefore integration 12x plus 3 upon 3x minus 7 and 2x plus 9. It means we can able to find factors of quadratic equations. And if we check the degree, numerator having variable term x and having power 1, so its degree is a 1. In denominator, highest power term is a x square, so its degree is 2. It means numerator degree is less than denominator degree. So it is a proper rational function, and proper rational functions we are going to apply integration by partial fraction. So now we have to find value, we have to express this total function. So express 12x plus 3 upon 3x minus 7 into 2x plus 9 is equal to a upon 3x minus 7 plus b upon 2x plus 9, equation number 1. See, the order of fractions. Order of fractions depends on you. It's not necessary that same order you have to use. Any order you can take it. For respect to that, constant will be changed. So don't compare your answers A and B with other students, because sometimes the values of A and will be different, and you will think that the result is wrong which you have. But it not depends that what is the order of the factors they choose as the first and second, that defines value of A and B. Get it? Now simplification. So 12x plus 3 is equal to A into 2x plus 9 plus B into 3x minus 7. So now we are going to check how value of A will possible. So when B part will become 0, that we have to think. So part B will become 0 when 3x plus 7 is equal to 0. And 3x plus 7 is equal to 0 is possible only when 7 for value of x is equal to 7 by 3. So for x is equal to 7 by 3, what happens on left hand side? 12 into 7 upon 3 plus 3 is equal to a part will exist. So a into 2 into 7 by 3 plus 9, and b part get vanished. Now simplify it properly. 3 cancel with 12, 4, 4 into 7, 28, and 28 plus 3, 31. Here a into 7 4 2 into 7, 14 upon 3, and 3 multiplied with 9, 27. So 14 plus 27 upon 3. Get it? So therefore 3 here, so we will get 93 is equal to a into 27 plus 14, and 27 plus 14 is 41. Get it? So therefore value of a is 93 by 41. Understood? Similar way we are going to find value of b. For finding value of b, so make a part 0, and a part 0 become only for value of x is minus 9 by 2. So for x is equal to minus 9 by 2, what will happen? On left hand side, 12 into minus 9 by 2 is equal to, plus 3 is equal to a part vanish. So b will get 3 into minus 9 by 2 minus 7. Now simplify it properly. 2 cancel with 12, 6, and 6 nines are minus 54 plus 3 is equal to 3 into minus 9, minus 27. So minus 27 minus, try to make common denominator, so minus 14 upon 2. So here we will get minus 54 plus 3 is a minus 51 into 2 is equal to b into minus 27 minus 14. So minus 27 minus 14, again minus 41. So now simplify it properly. So b is equal to minus 51 to the minus 102 upon minus 41. So therefore b is equal to 102 upon 41. So please check the values of a and b properly. Okay. Once you got correct values of a and b, then directly rewrite the equation number 1. So in that equation number 1, value of a they replace with 93 by 41, and value of b they replace with 102 upon 41. Okay, and now equation 1 we will use for finding integration. Get that? So write down that integration part. So in that integrations, what we will get? So I is equal to integration of this part. Now separate the integration, take constant terms outside, 3x minus 7 dx plus 102 upon 41, 1 upon 2x plus 9 dx. Get it? Now check the last part. So in that last part, see that now 1 upon 3x minus 7. So if you check the variable part, variable having power 1, and when x having power 1, with that time we are going to use formula for 1 upon x. But at the place of x, it is a 3x minus 7. So divide its derivative. Same thing happen on second part. So by using that formula, 93 by 41 into log of mod of 3x minus 7, because 1 upon x formula is 3x minus 7 upon d dx of 3x minus 7 plus 102 upon 41 into log of mod of 2x plus 9 upon d dx of 2x plus 9 plus c. So now 93 upon 41 into 1 by 3 log of mod of 3x minus 7. Now all are logarithmic term, so we will choose here log c. So 102 upon 41 into 1 by 2. So log of mod of 2x plus 9 plus log c. Now 9 will cancel with 93, we will get 31 upon 41 log of mod of 3x minus 7 plus 51 upon 41 into log of mod of 2x plus 9 plus log c. By exponent property, log of 3x minus 7 raised to 31 upon 41 plus log of mod of 2x plus 9 raised to 51 upon 41 plus log c. Now all the log terms are added, so it means common log can be written as 3x minus 7 raised to 31 by 41 into 2x plus 9 raised to 51 by 41 into c. This is the final value of I. Get it? So please check the solution properly and a complete answer in your notebook. Is it clear? We will check next example. See the next example. In next example, I is equal to integration of x square plus x minus 1 upon x square plus x minus 6. So if we check, degree of numerator is a 2 and degree of denominator also 2. It means degree is the same. Now in that degree, when degree is the same, that times we already I explained that we have to divide numerator by denominator. Get it? So we'll start with that division. When degree is greater than equal to, we have to divide numerator with denominator by division rule. Is it clear? So see that how we'll do it. Now x square, both are having same coefficient, so we'll use here 1. Get it? So now we'll get x square plus x minus 6. Because of division, the signs are going to change. Okay, so now x square by x square is 0, x minus x 0, and minus 1 minus 6 plus 6, we will get 5. Okay. Get it? Now what will happen? It means the remainder value is a 5. Only we have to replace the adjustment in the numerator. So what we'll do, in the numerator, integration x square plus x minus 6. Get it? And now minus 6 if I there, plus 6 minus 1 upon x square plus x minus 6 dA. It means adjustment of numerator we done with denominator. So respect to that, x square plus x minus 6, this will fix in one bracket, plus 5 in second part, and x square plus x minus 6 dx. Now separate that integration, we will get integration, this bracket denominator bracket it cancel, 1 dx plus 5 will take outside, integration 1 upon x square plus x minus 6 dx. Now integration 1 dx plus 5 into integration. Now x square plus x minus 6 is that quadratic equation is a we able to find the factors. Please check that factors of minus 6 such that addition is a plus 1, and if you multiply minus 6 into plus 1, result is a minus 6, and addition is plus 6 into minus 1, that multiplication is a minus 6 and addition is a plus addition is plus 4 will get. We'll use that 3 and 2. If we use a 3 and 2, multiplication of minus 3 plus 2. So 3 into minus 2. Result is minus 6 and addition is plus 1. Get it? So factors are 1 upon x plus 3, x minus 2. Okay? Dx. Now we will use second part, we will simplify using partial fraction. So for that, express 1 upon x plus 3 x plus 2 is equal to a upon first factor x plus 3 plus b upon second factor x plus 2. Get it? Now simplify it. So therefore 1 is equal to a into x plus 2 plus b into x plus 3. Now part b becomes 0 when x is equal to minus 3. Now in left hand side there is no x term, so 1 is a constant term remain as it is. So a into minus 3 plus 2, result is minus 1. So value of a is equal to 1 upon minus 1, that is minus 1. Similar way for x is equal to, when part a becomes 0 when a is equal to minus 2. So 1 is equal to b into minus 2 plus 3, that is plus 1. So value of b is 1. Get that? So now we will substitute value of a and b. So we will get that new integration I is equal to integration 1 dx plus integration a1 b1. So integration can be given by 1 upon x plus 3, sorry, minus 1 upon x plus 3 dx plus integration 1 upon x plus 2 dx. Now x having power 1, here x having power 1, so we are going to use logarithmic formula. So integration of 1 is x minus log of mod of x plus 3 upon d dx of x plus 3 plus log of mod of x plus 2 upon d dx of x plus 2 plus log c, because log terms are more. So x minus log of mod of x plus c plus log of mod of x plus 2 plus c, log c. Now 3 log terms are there, so which are added, multiply together, which is subtracted, divide together. So x minus log of, so this minus will take, so x plus will take, x plus log of x plus 2 into c upon x plus 3. Okay, so this is the final value of I. Please check the solution properly. You will understand what is the answer for given question. Is that clear? Next question. So the next question, I is equal to integration of 6x cube plus 5x square minus 7 upon 3x square minus 2x minus 1. If you check the degree of numerator, that is the highest power term is x cube, so its degree is a 3. In denominator, highest power term is a x square, so its degree is a 2. It means numerator degree is a greater than denominator degree. So here we have to divide numerator with denominator. So 6x cube plus 5x square minus 7 upon 3x square minus 2x minus 1. Get it? So now start with division. So for this x, here x cube, here x square is there. It means this x square have to multiply with x. And 6x x cube, for 3x square you have to multiply with 2. So 2x is a value we have to take for multiplication. So minus, what is the values we will get? 2x into 3, 6x cube. 2x into minus 2x, minus 4x. That is 0 x square minus 4x. Sorry, minus 4x square. And 2x into minus 1 minus 2x. Get that? Now because of subtraction, signs are going to change. Get it? So first part get cancelled. So 5x square plus 4x square, 9x square, and plus 2x minus 7. Get it? Next. Now here 3x square, we want 9x square. It means we have to multiply with plus 3. Okay, so when you multiply with plus 3, we will get 9x square minus 6x minus 3. Now it is subtraction, the signs are going to change. So this for 9x square minus 9x square is 0, plus 2x plus 6x is a 8x, and minus 7 plus 3 is a minus 4. Get it? So now how to write that numerator? So 6x square x cube plus 5x square minus 7 is equal to 2x plus 3 into 3x square minus 2x minus 1 plus 8x minus 4 remainder. Get that? So therefore 6x cube plus 5x square minus 7 upon 3x square minus 2x minus 1 can be written as a 2x plus 3 division will happen plus 8x minus 4 upon 3x square minus 2x minus 1. Get it? So this is a substitution we will do with integration. So now new integration function will get I is equal to integration of 2x plus 3 dx plus integration 8x minus 4 upon 3x square minus 2x minus 1 dx. Get it? So we assume this is I1 plus I2. We will find separate values for I1 and I2. So we will check value for I1. So I1 is 2x plus 3 dx. In simple way, we are going to get integration answer. That is 2 into x is 2 formula, that is 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 1 plus 3 into integration 1 dx, that is x plus c1. So we will get 2 into x square upon 2, that get cancelled, plus 3x plus c1. So x square plus 3x plus c1 value for I1. Okay, now I2. Integration I2. Now integration I2 is integration of 8x minus 4 upon quadratic equation 3x square minus 2x minus 1 dx. Now is it possible to find factors of quadratic equation? That we have to check. So now 3 into minus 1 minus 3, and factors of minus 3 we have to check minus 2. And if you check that minus 3 into plus 1, result is a minus 3 and addition is a minus 2. So factors are 8x minus 4 upon 3x square minus 3x plus x minus 1 dx. That is integration 8x minus 4 upon 3 into bracket x minus 1, 3x into bracket x minus 1 and plus 2 into bracket x minus 1 dx. So finally 8x minus 4 upon 3x plus 1 into x minus 1 dx. So factors of quadratic equations we got, and once you got factors, then we have to use partial fraction method. That is 8x minus 4 upon 3x plus 1 into x minus 1 can be written as a upon 3x plus 1 plus b upon x minus 1. Get it? Now finding values of a and b. So for finding values of a and b, we are going to use simplification of this equation. So 8x minus 4 is equal to a into x minus 1 plus b into 3x plus 1. Now for x is equal to 1, part of a is going to vanish. So 8 into 1, 8 minus 4 is equal to value of b, 3 into 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4. So 4 is equal to 4b. Therefore b is equal to 1. Now for finding value of a, this 3x plus 1 have to become 0, and this will become 0 for x is equal to minus 1 by 3. So minus 8 by 3 minus 4 is equal to a into minus 1 by 3 minus 1. Now simplify it, minus 8 minus 12 upon 3 and a into minus 1 minus 3 upon 3, that is minus 20 is equal to minus 4a upon 3 get cancelled, so a is equal to 20 upon 4, that is 5. So value of b and a are 5 and so value of b is a 1 and value of a is a 5. We resubstitute and rewrite at integration I2. So integration of 5 upon 3x plus 1 dx plus integration of 1 upon x minus 1 dx. Now x having power 1, it means we are going to use 1 upon x formula. So 5 into log of mod of 3x plus 1 upon d dx of 3x plus 1. Same way, log of mod of x minus 1 upon d dx of x minus 1 plus c2. Now derivative here 3, so final answer is 5 by 3 log of mod of 3x plus 1 plus log of mod of x minus 1 plus c2. Okay, now simple power 5 by 3 take as a power of x plus 3 and addition make it common, so we will get log of 3x plus 1 raised to 5 by 3 into x minus 1 plus c2. Get it? So now we are going to write value of I is a I1 plus I2. So value of I1 we got here 3x square plus 3x plus c1 will take merge with c and c2. The value of I2 is log of 3x plus 1 raised to 5 by 3 into x minus 1, and that c1 and c2 merge with c. So this is the final value of I. So please check the solution properly from first step to last step and see how the values for a and b we got and how the values for I1 and I2 we got. Okay, we'll check next question. Okay, the next question is I is equal to integration 5x square plus 20x plus 6 upon x cube plus 2x square plus x. Okay, so if we check highest power term in numerator is a 5x square, so because of that degree of numerator is a 2. Same way in the denominator highest power term is a x cube, so degree of denominator is a 3. It means degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator. So because of that it is a proper rational function. Now in that proper rational functions, now we are going to check factors of denominator. So see that what are the factors. So 5x square plus 20x plus 6 upon, and in factors x is a common value from all three terms, that is x square plus 2x plus 1 dx, and 5x square plus 20x plus 6 upon x into, now what is this, a square plus 2ab plus b square, that is it is a formula of x plus 1 bracket square. Get that? And now what do you understand, numerator upon x and x plus 1 factor repeated 2 times. So whatever the factors repeated 2 times we have to use that part as a upon first times plus b upon second times, or we can change with any other constant. It's not necessary that a, that is express 5x square plus 20x plus 6 upon x into x plus 1 bracket square is equal to a upon first factor, that is x, b upon first time of factor x plus 1, that is x plus 1, plus c upon 2 times of factor x plus 1, that is x plus 1 bracket square. It is equation number 1. So now we have to find value of ABC. So simplify that equation 1 first. So therefore 5x square plus 20x plus 6 is equal to, we'll get a into bracket x plus 1 bracket square plus b into, we'll get x plus 1 get cancelled, but x and x into x plus 1 remain, plus c into x plus 1 get cancelled, so c into x will remain. Get it? Now for finding value of a, if you substitute x is equal to 0, b and c part get 0. So for x is equal to 0, so what happen on left hand side, 5x square 20x becomes 0, only 6 will remain, and a part 0 plus 1 square, that is 1 square, that is 1 will remain, plus b0 plus c0. So therefore a is equal to 6. Understand? Easily will get value of a. Get that? Okay. Now for finding value of when this part become 0. So substitute x is equal to minus 1. For x is equal to minus 1, what will happen? Check that. 5 x raised to minus 1 square is a 1, so that is 5. 20x into minus 1, that is minus 20, plus 6 is equal to minus 1 plus 1 0, and 0 square is 0, so a part will vanish. B minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1, that is that part also will get 0, so b get vanish, only c will remain, and c into minus 1 is minus c. Now therefore 5 plus 6 11, 11 minus 20 minus 9 is equal to minus c. Therefore c is equal to 9. So now value of c you got. Still value of b not yet got. So for finding value of a, we can't substitute x is equal to 0 and x is equal to minus 1. Okay. For this what we'll do, we will use any other number than 0 and minus 1. So we'll use for x is equal to 1. So for x is equal to 1, what happen? 5 into x 1 square is 5, plus 20 into 1 is plus 20, plus 6 is equal to a 1 plus 1 2 square is a 4, that is 4a, plus 1 into 1 plus 1, that is 2, and 1 into 2 is a 2, that is 2b, and c into 1, that is plus c. Get that? Therefore 26 plus 5 31 is equal to, but value of a is a 6, so 4 into 6 is 24. Value of b don't know, and value of c is a 9. Get that? So now see, if c is a 9 plus 9, therefore 24 plus 9 is, what is the number? 633. So now 31 minus 33 is equal to 2b. Therefore minus 2 is equal to 2b. Therefore b is equal to minus 1. So hence we get values for a, b and c. So this substitute in equation 1, value of a is a 6, value of b is a minus 1, and value of c is 9. And now write down that integration with separate with the constant, take outside. So 6 into 1 upon x dx, then minus 1 into integration x plus 1 dx, plus 9 upon 9 into integration 1 upon x plus 1 bracket square dx. Now 6 into integration 1 upon x dx minus integration 1 upon x plus 1 dx, plus 9 integration of. Now x plus 1 bracket square we can't take in denominator. So shift to the numerator, we'll get x plus 1 raised to minus 2 dx. Understood? And now we are going to use here 1 upon x formula, here also 1 upon x formula, and here x raised to n formula. So 6 into log x minus minus log of mod of x plus 1 upon d dx of x plus 1 plus 9 into x plus 1 raised to minus 2 minus 1, minus 2 plus 1 minus 2 plus 1 into 1 upon d dx of x plus 1 plus c. Now log of x raised to 6 minus log of x plus 1 plus 9 into x plus 1 raised to minus 1 upon minus 1 plus c. So log of x raised to 6 upon x plus 1 by quotient rule. Okay, this become minus 9 and 1 upon x plus 1 plus c. So final value is log of x raised to 6 upon x plus 1 minus 9 upon x plus 1 plus c, value of I. Get it? So please check the solution properly from first step to last step. So in this example we check when the roots are repeated how to find solution. So one question is already practiced in the class. So now this is a second question. So I think that you will understand when factors are repeated how to find solution by using partial fraction. Okay, now we'll take the last type question, that is integrations when we are having one factor and one non-factorable quadratic equation. Okay, check next question. The next question, integration of 5 e raised to x upon e raised to x plus 1 into bracket e raised to 2x plus 9. Get that? But e raised to 2x is a similar with e raised to x bracket square, because powers always are multiplied terms. So now in this example we start with substitution. So put e raised to x is equal to t. So now differentiate with respect to x, will get e raised to x dx is equal to dt. That is numerator easily we will convert in terms of dt. So we will get I is equal to integration 5t upon t plus 1 into, now e raised to x is a t, but e raised to 2x can be written as t square plus 9 dt. Get that? Sorry, e raised to x dx become dt. So it is a 5 upon t plus 1 into t square plus 9. But now t plus 1 is a factor, but t square plus 9 is a non-factorable quadratic equation. It means in denominator we have one factor and one non-factorable quadratic equation. So for this we are going to use the last part, expression. So express 5 upon t plus 1 into t square plus 9 is equal to a upon, which is a factorable factor, that is t plus 1, plus bx plus c upon, here we will use t variable, so bt plus c upon non-factorable quadratic equation, that is t square plus 9, equation number 1. Okay, now we are going to find value of a, b and c. For this start with simplification. So therefore 5 is equal to t plus 1 cancel with the a in a part, so therefore a multiplied t square plus 9, and bt plus c have to multiply with t plus 1. Okay, now bt plus c part becomes 0 when we substitute t is equal to minus 1. So for t is equal to minus 1, we will get, what we will get? So left hand side constant term, that is 5, and that bt plus c part become 0 because of t minus 1 plus 1 become 0. So that bt plus c become 0. So only a part remain, and a minus 1 square is a 1 plus 9 is a 10. So a into 10. Therefore a is equal to 5 by 10, that is 1 by 2. Understood? Now we have to find value of b and c. For finding b and c, we will use any two constant numbers. Okay, so for first I will use for t is equal to 0. For t is equal to 0, I am going to find one equation. So 5 is equal to 0 square plus 9, 9a, b into 0, 0. So c you will get c, and 0 plus 1, 1. So that is plus c. So we will get equation 9a plus c. But 5 into value of 9, value of a is 1 by 2. So it is 9 by 2 plus c. Therefore c is equal to 5 minus 9 by 2. That is c is equal to 1 by 9. So value of c we got 1 by 9. Sorry, 1 by 2. Sorry, 1 by 2. Now we are going to use any other variable for t is equal to 1. Because minus 1 we use, 0 we use. So t is equal to 1 we will use. So we will check the answer. So 5 is equal to. Now if t is equal to 1, 1 square is a 1. 1 plus 9, that is 10. So 10a. Now b into 1 plus c, that is b plus c. And 1 plus 1, 2. So that is 2 times of b plus c. Get that? Now value of a we have. So 5 is equal to 10 by 2. Value of a is a half. So that is 10 by 2. 2 into bracket. Value of c is a half. So again b plus half. Now simplify 5. You will get 5, and this here minus 5. So plus 5. So 5 minus 5 is 0. So 0 is equal to 2 times of b plus 1. Therefore b is equal to minus 1 by 2. Understand? So here with the values of a we got 1 by 2, value of b we got minus half, and value of c we got half. Get that? So easily we can take that half also outside. So it can be written as minus half inside bracket t minus 1 for equation number 1. So now using integration, so I is equal to separated integration, take constant outside, half into 1 upon t plus 1 dt minus half integration t minus 1 upon t square plus 9 dt. Okay, so this is the part 1. I will consider as a I1 minus half into I2. Okay, so I1 easily will get answer. I1 is equal to integration 1 upon t plus 1 dt. So by using logarithmic property, log of mod of t plus, that is 1 upon x rule, upon d dt of t plus 1 plus log c, that is log of mod of t plus 1 plus log c. So with common log can be written as t plus 1 into c, value of I1. Get it? Now we are going to find value of I2. So for I2, integration is t minus 1 upon t square plus 9. Get that? Now here we are going to use p plus q upon ax square plus bx plus c formula. With respect to that, we are going to write this equation. Okay, so now t minus 1 is equal to a into d dt of t square plus 9 plus b. Okay, so again we are going to find these values of a and b. These are the parts separate, this part is separate. Okay, so the next part of simplification. So for this, start with simplification. This is equation number 2. So now simplify t minus 1 a into, now derivative is a 2t plus 0 plus b. Therefore t minus 1 is equal to 2at plus b. Now comparing coefficients t, variable term t and constant, we get 2a is equal to 1 and b is equal to minus 1. Therefore a is equal to half and b is equal to minus 1. Now integration I2 can be written as integration value of a, for numerator value of a is a half into d dt of denominator, that is x square plus 9, plus value of b is a minus 1, so minus 1 upon x square plus 9, sorry, x square means t square, dt. Now separate the integration, take constant outside, so half integration of d dt of t square plus 9 upon t square plus 9 minus dt minus integration 1 upon t square plus 9 can be written as 3 square dt. And now x square plus a square formula for second part, and first part is a derivative upon its function, so that is half into log of mod of f of x, okay, minus this is 1 by a into tan inverse x by a plus c, okay. We'll keep this as a c1 here only, because we don't want to make any problem in simplification of that part, and this will use as a c2. Get it? So this is the value for I2. So now we are going to write value of I1. So I is equal to value of I half into I1. So value of I1 is half into log of t plus 1. That constant we will adjust directly at last, and minus half into value of I2. So value of I2 is half into log of t square plus 9 minus 1 by 3 tan inverse 1 by t by 3. Main cut complete, and c1 and c2 written as a plus c. So now we will write value of t. So value of t is a e raised to x. So half into log of e raised to x plus 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, 1 by 4 log of e raised to 2, that is e raised to 2x plus 9, okay, minus minus plus 1 by 6 tan inverse e raised to x upon 3 plus c. This is the value of I. Get it? So please check the solution from first step to last step, how we are getting answer for this last type of integration by partial fraction, where one is a factor and one is non-factorable quadratic equation. Okay, so please check the solution set of all the questions properly which we completed. So here on this note we are finishing the first part of integration, indefinite integration. So all the exercise questions, all important questions from all exercise from 3.1 to 3.4 we already completed in the class as well as on online lecture. So now check all the solution set in your notebook properly and learn all the questions. So if you have any doubt, any problem, please let me know. Okay, thank you.